Hello Internet, I just want to preface this video by saying it's literally 11 minutes of me rambling about the health and safety of Fiery Forge. It is exactly what it sounds like, and granted, there's no real logic behind health and safety when the Arch-Illager literally has an orb of dominance that makes everybody bend to his will. But hey, after taking a level 1 first aid safety course one time, I can't help but point out the clear violations of health and safety code that go on within Fiery Forge. Consider subscribing and doing the other YouTubey stuff, like liking, press the like button if you like, press the dislike. These buttons speak for themselves, just don't forget to use them. Without further ado, let's get on with this simple but silly video. I noticed you can get up here. I wonder if you can actually make the jump. Place your bets, place your bets, place your bets. Can we make the jump? Nope. Why would they add that? Seems a little unnecessary. I mean, why would these guys even build it? I mean, that surely is just a safety hazard. I mean, the insurance on this place. There's fire everywhere, I mean, there are monsters to begin with, but maybe that's the point. Maybe when you fill a place with monsters, it becomes hard for the insurance agency to not insure it. I mean, on a legal standpoint, if you're a lawyer, for instance, and you're going through the insurance documentation for a place, and you find out that it's filled with a crazy tyrannical ruler with armies of the undead at his disposal, loyal subjects willing to do anything he commands them to, do you say no? Can you say no to that man? I mean, even if you say no, and then put up a fight, and you lose the fight, he'll then just turn you into an undead soldier, and you'll be on his side anyway. And is that a sacrifice that's really worth it? Because chances are, he will win. Well, I mean, unless somebody like me, who's eaten all of my vegetables, comes along, in which case, he has no chance. But we're working with hypotheticals, and hypothetically, we are that lawyer. I mean, we're the lawyer however long ago. Because, I mean, this place took a while to build. Let's not, like, even if you have an entire army of the undead at your disposal, this is a big place. This is a big forge. Took a while to build. That means it was a while ago that this hypothetical insurance situation took place. Mr. Lawyer Man, sitting in his Mr. Lawyer office, and the Arch-Illager comes in. I would like to build a very unsafe working environment, filled with lava, fire, big holes in the floor, no fences, streets with fire underneath. I mean, you would burn yourself if you went over this. Let's not kid ourselves, like, Steve has some mighty fine shoes on. I'm willing to say that much. But, I mean, heat rises, and that is literally molten something. It's lava, it's molten metal, it's way too hot to be standing over. Whatever those are, whatever that thing is that I just did, that is not safe for work. I mean, tag this NSFW, because giant fiery explosive things, that's not gonna slide. I mean, I'm no health inspector, but I can tell you now, that does not meet standard regulations. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, that was close. That was very close. That was ridiculously close. Dun 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 dun. Don't mind me. I might have just killed myself with TNT. Okay, I ran away. Everything's fine. So anyway, back to that really exciting lawyer talk about the insurance. This place must have been built ages ago, and there's no way that this place would pass any kind of safety inspections. So there's only a few possibilities. Either they paid off the lawyer, and he's one of those guys that was like, you know what, I think I can get this case to work. Like how people are forced in court, like lawyers are forced to represent people who are clearly guilty of crimes. Maybe a murderer, for instance. Somebody has to represent them, even if they know they did wrong. I don't know, when you're in that position, do you try as a lawyer? Do you really try? Or do you just secretly go, yeah, well, I mean, maybe you didn't do it, and just put up really unconvincing arguments as a hope to get him? But then if you get caught, are you allowed to do that? I don't know. I don't know much about the in-depths of lawyering, but what I do know is that I don't need to in order to understand that if you were said lawyer in said case, you would either need to be paid off or corrupt in some way, so that you're kind of just okay letting this thing slide. Or maybe the Illager needed some kind of a persuasive technique involving some undead army. Either way, in that situation, whatever your situation may be, either you're corrupt and on the cause in the first place, in which case, I mean, that kind of just answers all of the questions. But maybe you're one of the good guys, and the Arch-Illager comes to you and he's like, "Hey, what's up, my friend?" That's how the Arch-Illager sounds. He says stuff like that. But I mean, he puts on a show for us while we're playing. I mean, he doesn't want to be talking on friendly terms. Not with somebody that's trying to stop him. Maybe with a lawyer, he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? I got a proposition for you. I'll give you some money, and we gonna make a big old underground forgery. What you think?" And I mean, obviously the lawyer says no, because it's fairly safe to gloss over the circumstance where the lawyer would be okay with being paid off. That's just a self-solving riddle. He's okay with being paid off. There we go. Case closed. Good work, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Professional detective. Case closed. But in the case where the guy isn't okay with it, I mean, it's still here. It went ahead. So, my best guess is that the Illager was like, "Hey, homie, we got the undead army." And, yeah, you know, he did what Illagers do. Maybe he did a bit of teleportation. Maybe he did the end thing. Oh, imagine if you're in the insurance office as the Illager, and he just turns into the part of the end, or whatever that freakish monstrosity is. That, I think well, that's all he needs to do. And the lawyer's like, "Right, guess I'm on your side, Mr. Phantom Killer Zombie Thing of Death." Don't really want to be on the losing team for that one. RIP to the lawyer who was against the case. Is that how it works? I don't think this is how insurance works. I'll be entirely honest. I am in over my head when it comes to law and insurance. But I'm not in over my head with some basics, health and safety. This is not okay. I mean, look, they made an attempt with some walling here. But I mean, come on. This is a literal ravine filled with lava. I could slip off at any moment. I mean, there's, like, granted some of it has quite good texturing, but there is some smooth stone around here as well. Imagine if that stone got wet and slippery. Somehow, heaven forbid how it got wet while surrounded by scorching hot lava. But just suppose somebody spilled their milkshake or their morning coffee. Maybe that guy, that enchanter right there. Maybe he spilled his coffee this morning. Right near the edge. Some poor, unsuspecting little zombie wanders along. Ah! That's the exact sound the zombie would make. I believe all zombies make that sound in times of distress and panic. It's not something you see them in often. Yeah, quite calm and collected in most cases. But when you're falling into a ravine of lava after having slipped unsuspectingly, I mean, what else can you do? Even as a zombie, it's not your finest hour. It's not a moment that you would be proud to share with your mum and dad. Falling into a ravine of lava is, it's a low point for many of us. I might go as far as to say it's probably a low point for the majority. And I'm not sure if I want to hear what hardships you have been through if that doesn't top all of the others. But, that being said, if the zombie does survive somehow, heaven forbid, somehow, like an Anakin Skywalker, scorched by the fire, now becoming a Darth Vader, well, I mean, he would get a hell of an insurance payout, right? I mean, this entire place is just riddled with health and safety nightmares. And it seems like they got pretty good funding as well. Let's not kid ourselves. This place would cost some top dollar. Ooh, a chest. Hello. I mean, how much must it cost just to have invisible chests hidden all over the place, just in case you need them? Then to hire all of these guys, I mean, I don't know if that's mind control or whether these guys are actually on a salary. Certainly the pillagers, they don't seem like they're dead. They just seem like guys. They just seem like guys that, I mean, they got a job to do. That's all it is. They must get a pay of some kind. The skeletons, the zombies, maybe most certainly the spiders. I think we can see not having a paycheck. But I mean, these pillagers, these poor little pillagers, they just showed up to work today. They showed up to work every day. They showed up to work on time, hard-working, dedicated to a cause. But that kind of labor costs money. Somebody's got to pay for it. And I guess when you have an orb of dominance, you can basically get anybody to pay for it. I think that's how the orb works. Literally just say you pay, and they pay.